Hey, what is going on, pros and press? It's Mr. Lyman HD here, and welcome to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing Lilt Fruit Crush, and this one is going to be pineapple and grapefruit flavour. So I got this particular bottle out of Pound Stretcher, and it cost me 79p. And before you ask, yes, it's still in date. It goes out of date, in fact, on the 27th of the 12th, 2019, and I'm recording this in November, so it's fairly close, but it's still in date. So we are all good. 79p is a fairly good price. Generally, these bottles are a quid upwards out of corner shops and stuff, or a bit more in supermarkets. 79p, you can't go wrong. So anyways, I'll give you guys a full 360 of the bottle. So we now Lilt is a weird one for me because Lilt's kind of like always been there. It's always kind of been there in the background. They've kind of not really done much, not really done many other flavours. They've kind of had their kind of normal Lilt kind of on the shelf here and there, and they've not really done much, have they? If you think about it, they haven't really done much. I keep repeating myself, but yeah. So we kind of have the new kind of Lilt design on here though, like the new kind of newer font logo. We have a bit of a tree going here, and I think that looks like the sun or something. And we have some cool funky font. It does look fairly cool. The font. The bottle is a normal 500ml bottle. Around the top of the bottle we have these kind of weird textures with circles. I don't know if you can really see it, and the cap is green with Lilt on the top. So fruit crush, pineapple and grapefruit. I assume it seems, yes, fizzy because it's pressurized. So looking at the back of the bottle, so we have sparkling pineapple and grapefruit soft drink with sugar and sweeteners. So let's have a look. So if you didn't know, Lilt is owned by Coca-Cola. I mean, people must be buying it, otherwise they won't continue making it, but there we are. So sugar content per 100ml is 4.6 grams. And it does these new weird, it says per 250ml serving. But guys, you're not going to drink two 250mls. You're going to drink this in one go, aren't you? So it's 500ml. So for 250ml, it's 12 grams of sugar. So that's a total of 24 grams of sugar in total. So not too bad. You know, it's half sugar to what kind of these drinks used to be, kind of double that. But as it does have sweeteners, does it contain aspartame? Let's have a look. Yes, it does. It contains 3. Oh my word! It contains sulfame K, aspartame, and sodium saccharin. So it contains all 3. Great, and sugar. So this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Apart from that, nothing else really interesting on there. But nevertheless, it's nice and cold. I've got a cup. Let's get straight into it. Hopefully, it won't explode over me. So, I mean, I like Lilt. Don't get me wrong. Like, when I do pick up the odd fizzy can, because again, I don't really do sugar-free stuff, Lilt. But when they do, it is nice. But I never think about Lilt when buying drinks. Like I said, they're kind of just there on the shelf, aren't they? So, anyways, let's have a little try this. I mean, we can see the colour, but the bottle was green, so of course I couldn't pour it in the cup just to see it even clearer. Don't explode. That is. There we go. There you are. So in the bottle, it looks green, but when you pour it out, it looks totally different colour. Look at that. And in fact, the colour actually looks disgusting. It's like, well, it's like really off-white, isn't it? It just looks, yeah, it doesn't look appealing at all, does it? That does not look appealing at all. That's literally cloudy, off-white, off-grey, even. Well, not even grey, it's just, yeah. It is cloudy though. Fair few bubbles on the side, but the fizz on the top went fairly quick. So I couldn't smell it while pouring it out, so let's give it a smell now. Now, I do like pineapple juice, but grapefruit juice can be very, very bitter. So I'm hoping it tastes more pineapple than it does grapefruit, but let's find out. Oh dear. Doesn't smell that great, to be fair. It definitely got the grapefruit smell, and the grapefruit, again, smell is still quite strong and just very, you can't either love it or hate it. Yeah, doesn't really smell the pineapples. I'm worried. Oh, I don't like grapefruit juice at all, or grapefruit as a fruit. Anyways, guys, let's try some. It only tastes better than it tastes. Sorry, definitely tastes better than it smells. It's all right, actually, to be fair. Something different, though, with the grapefruit. Because I know normally that drinks have grapefruit in them. They're really overpowering, the grapefruit. Like, it's really strong and really overpowering. But you definitely, it's, in terms of the fizz, I'd say it's definitely like along the lightly sparkling range. It's definitely not that fizzy, which I'm glad. But I'm not a fan of like full on fizz like Coke is and stuff. So I'd say it's just above lightly sparkling, which is nice. But yeah, you start off with like you kind of start off with just like normal generic fizzy pineapple, like out of a supermarket, or just any kind of generic fizzy pineapple drink, whether it be bars pineapple or whatever. But then after that second, or after them couple split seconds, you get the grapefruit coming. But the grapefruit isn't like the flavors in this aren't strong. I'd say they're just kind of just below medium. Like they're not really hard kicking flavors. And again, in terms of the sweetness, it's not really that sweet. I'd say it's just below medium as well. It's kind of just like, okay, there's a bit of sweetness there. There's there is flavor there, but it's not that strong overall. So yeah, you get the grapefruit coming in after that. And I said, mixed together, it's actually all right, because I said I really can't stand grapefruit juice on its own, and I'm sure a lot of people can't really as well. But yeah, you drink it, get them. I'd say it's probably about a second to a couple of seconds of pineapple, and you kind of just get a nice pineapple grapefruit aftertaste. But again, the grapefruit isn't bitter at all because the pineapple has died it down. So it's actually all right, and it's hard to describe non-grapefruit as not bitter, but it's just a nice blend they got, and that's what I find with Lil. The flavours are nice on how they blend them, to be fair. So I got to give them credit for that. And as for the aftertaste, well, it's not really much of an aftertaste at all. It's just a little bit of grapefruit aftertaste, but again, it hasn't got any weird like bitter taste left over in your mouth. There's no like nasty aftertaste or anything like that. In terms of the actual whole drink, yeah, there's nothing weird in there. There's nothing, there's no weird, fancy chemical taste or anything like that. It's literally just a kind of medium pineapple-y grapefruit kind of drink. But yeah, let me try some out the bottle. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Again, I wouldn't drink it again because of the sugar, but I would drink it again if that makes sense. Like, I would happily drink this again, but I mean, I've not actually seen the bottles around really of Lil. I was surprised to see it. That's why I picked it up. But again, normally it's literally only the cans you see in corner shops. So I'm surprised to see kind of a 500ml bottle. But there we are. But yeah, that's it's not bad. Not bad at all. So if you don't mind a bit of grapefruit, give it a try. It will change your mind on grapefruit. And again, it goes for like the melon drinks. And I hate melon drinks. If it's mixed in with other stuff, like some of the energy drinks I've reviewed, which are kind of just a bit melony, but mixed in with another good flavour, they're all right. And the same goes for this. If you do see it, pick it up. I'm assuming it's still in Pound Stretch for probably a week or something. If you go in there, pick up a bottle, give it a try, and you will like it. So it does get a thumbs up from me, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.